right. Clear a path! Ah! Fuck you! Fuck this map! Fuck this up! I fell through the world! Fuck Max and his shitty attitude tonight! Fuck everything! Ah! Ah! Alright, so, guys, Payday 2. We did it. 4 months. 4 months. 4 months long.
A lot of Robin.
Yeah. I think it was 60 or so missions. It was.
Fuck me.
Yeah. So, like I said the other day, like the game we played last was Left 4 Dead. So that's how long we've been playing Payday.
We also intermittently spread out the forest through that too.
Of course, yeah, we beat the forest sort of in between Payday. So thoughts?
We beat the forest. It wasn't a sorta.
I didn't. Did I say
We
sorta?
double beat it.
Oh, you said sorta.
You said sort of.
Oh, okay. I don't even remember saying sort of, even though I just did.
Go on.
No, but no, Payday
Wait, so-
thoughts. What do you guys? I had fun, even though like, you know, like I was saying earlier when we were actually playing, that I don't want the fact that we were playing this for 4 months and we're all kind of done with it to sort of affect the, you know, the would you buy aspect. Like I had a lot of fun playing it with you guys, and it's, you know, Tiki, you've sort of touched upon this before in the past, how this is like, you know, what other co-op game is like this, where it's just 4 people robbing banks? Like usually they're all sort of like a Left 4 Dead style, you know, but this is instead of like a linear progression through some sort of controlled story, it's more like episodic with it's like a hub instead of a linear progression where you're you know, just robbing banks or robbing various things. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
More puzzle based too,
Sure,
which
yeah.
is refreshing to play. Like it's shoot 'em up, but it's refreshing to play a game that's co-op puzzle based. Like we all together had to solve things, like figure out where we needed to go,
Or what
like
they're talking about.
that stupid engine that we had a struggle with the other night.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think that the fact that we did play it for 4 months makes it way more worth it to me. Like, oh my god, how long have we played? And it was fun. I just think that like the biggest worth it to me, like, is if you have people
Value.
that are fun to play with. Like this would not have been. It wasn't fun for me when I played it with other people.
There's so much content. I mean, I know that since you bought all the content, that's the reason we could play it. But that's almost a selling point.
Yeah.
One person from the group can buy all the DLC and then host it for everybody else, and like it's almost, I don't know, it's hard to beat.
No, you're absolutely right. Like a lot of games, even co-op games, like they sort of end up splitting their player base eventually. Yeah, by making it so you can only play the new stuff if you have the new stuff. Whereas Payday lets you, as long as one person has the new shit, everybody can play it. You know, it's just the party leader has to have the new content, which I really liked. Yeah.
While also promoting the new content by giving you, like, you had guns I really wanted, but I almost got DLC because of the guns, but I just decided not to. And now, you know,
What guns did I have that were DLC?
quite a few, like that minigun for sure.
I don't think so. I think the minigun's standard.
Nope, I can't. I don't have it.
No? Okay.
You have like the gold edition, so you have all the DLC. Since I bought it so early, I don't have any of that stuff. In fact, I have like the gauge weapon mod pack and stuff that I bought individually when they came out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have
you gifted me the gauge shotgun pack too. Otherwise, I wouldn't have any other deals.
Yeah, I have the Ultimate Edition, which is everything. Yeah. That's another thing too I was going to bring up, is that I like how, you know, like you said, there's literally, I don't know if there's hundreds, but there's probably, you know, 50 or so DLC packs, but and yeah, instead of buying all of them, you can just buy the Ultimate Edition, which includes everything, and it's a pretty reasonable price, and I think it's like $30, and it's like on sale a lot. So
Yeah, it is on sale a lot.
and Overkill is, you know, they just released their Walking Dead game, so they kind of, you know, Payday is kind of done now, but up until then, like up until like a week ago, they are pretty active and pretty constant updates, sort of to our chagrin sometimes, because we'll get on and TQ will be like, I have a 4K update.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game is flipping huge.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and it's well supported though too, which I think is what has made it so big. Like all the CLC that everyone has access to, all these patches fixing things, that stuff ends up adding up.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my god, can I just say, I don't mean to be off topic, but I fucking love the masks so much.
It's not off topic at all. No, a lot of customization options. I think the only complaint is like you can never really see your mask, right? But
All right.
Yeah. Wait. I have one other thing.
Sure.
There's no female characters besides
DLC.
Becky.
Bonnie.
There's one female, Bonnie, in the regular game, and you can't buy the DLC separately. So I couldn't just be like, oh, I'm gonna buy this girl character.
Yeah,
like
that's
to
kind of
girls.
not cool.
I didn't like Bonnie's voice, or I would have played her.
Hi guys. oh Lord. What else? So I like how, I mean, as much shit as Max gives me for it, like you can have so many builds in this game. Like I have a loud build, medic build, ninja build. That's Max's favorite. Like right now, I'm playing a knight build, which is like, what the fuck is a knight build? You'll see. Like there's a lot of different ways you can sort of play this game, and it really adds to its replayability, in my opinion.
Yeah, one of the things that kind of stunk for me is that I never got into the part of trying to redo my build. I mean, I just didn't have the energy to kind of get in there and redo a different play style to kind of suit the groups. I mean, after a while, after like the probably about halfway through, like I was with the same guns, the same builds, and just adding talents as I got them. And yeah, spent like the last like 2 months with the same exact loadout.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I can see why that's so fun for you, but
better.
You could have just said, "Hey, I want to switch it up," and we could have done it.
Yeah, I mean, at the end there, Clancy, you were doing healing and stuff too. So, and I would have been willing to switch too. When I played before, I was Mastermind. I'm basically, the same build. I like doing the sniper rifles though.
Yeah. No, go ahead, Z.
Bought all the masks I could.
He spent all your money.
I got to 5 full pages and then a half.
Nice.
Spent all my money.
Also too, like, I find the gunplay like very satisfying.
Oh yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
It's a really good FPS, to be fair. Like,
Yeah.
It's really, there's nothing I can think of that's to complain about. About the FPS aspect of it.
The beginner weapons are pretty shit.
Sure.
But and I don't really think that upgrading them with the mods that you get is very intuitive or that much of an upgrade. It always feels like you're sacrificing something for something else. So you're modifying your weapon, you're not necessarily making it better.
Yeah, you definitely are, but there's always a give and tug. That's what's sort of nice about it too. Like none of the mods make your gun like just better.
Straight up.
You're sort of balancing it with how your build is, and you're sort of making a synergy.
Right. Well, if I don't have any DLC or like have a lot of knowledge about guns, so I don't have the money to just like throw down on a bunch of guns and pick the one I want.
Wait, you bought mask every single game. You're saying you didn't have the money.
Priority.
Okay, well, either gameplay or mask, You can't complain about not having the money to buy the guns when yours.
It'd be nice if there was a way to test the guns, or
There is.
If there were more affordable guns that hit a little harder. Because I feel like some of my beginner guns, I would do nothing, and then I take out my judge, and it'd be like,
well,
taking down
you can't judge
people.
everything to the judge. It's also like a 40 gun. It's not a starter gun. Like the other guns, you probably didn't set up properly.
I mean, I set them up as best That's what I'm saying. Setting them up doesn't change their.
So sort of going off at what Z is saying, and Z, you can obviously chime in here because it's been a while for me since I was playing this sort of as a beginner, but I do remember like thinking, wow, it is kind of silly how much some things cost, and like really it costs $8,000 to put a suppressor on, and like so there was stuff like that. That didn't bother
You have to find the suppressor first in the decks, the cards at the end.
Yeah, so it's like there is the RNG aspect to all the items, which can be annoying. Although you can you do buy it later. So
yeah, you can get them with Continental coins, which it seems like those are almost infinite.
Continental coin?
What aren't those what those are called? Those things that you got?
yeah,
The currency,
yes, yeah, you can get pretty much anything with Continental coins.
except for masks. Seems.
Except for mask. What's up, Z?
I'm realizing there's probably something that I missed.
So she's
it's
complaining about parts of the game that she didn't actually know there's solutions for.
So take it back.
Oh, jeez. What else? Ooh, I just got punched down the stairs by a dozer. That sucks. Yeah, I mean, so like this video is probably not actually going to be very, very long because the question we always get to is, would you rebuy? And yeah, for me, I had absolutely rebuy. I have 220 hours in this game. I'm Infamy level 8. Like, I definitely got my money's worth out of both the base game when I bought it and then the Ultimate Edition when I started playing with you guys again.
Agreed. I'd rebuy it.
Yeah, I don't even know how much I spent for it originally. I don't think this game is even base $60, so.
Yeah, I have less than $60 in it, and I bought it years ago. Like, I probably bought the original game for $20, right? Maybe 30, and then I got some DLC, which may be like $15, $20 there. So I might have $50 in this game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, even though again we've been playing it for 4 months and kind of all done with it, like would absolutely rebuy.
Definitely.
Yep, definitely.
Also, it's better with friends.
Of course, yeah. I'm playing it right now with 3 bots, and it's lame. It's fucking lame.
Also, friends that make you like stay at the beginning and never let you do anything and take it too seriously.
Fuck you.
Wait,
I'm just.
Are we talking shit
But
about
at
here?
the beginning, I was very bad at stealth, and every time I'd play, I'd have to like sit in a corner while everyone else did things.
Are you talking about with us or like?
No, I think you guys only made me do that for the first one.
You're having flashbacks. Not again. Not again.
Yeah.
Shit. All right. Well, you guys got anything else? Oh, I guess the only other thing I have to add, which is kind of a con, is the game does sort of have weird performance issues at times for seemingly no reason. Like we had a few missions where we crashed, kind of,
That was the same mission.
Unexplicably.
I think there's something wrong with that mission.
That is true.
Or the servers were shitty that night. Like that could have easily been a Steam problem just as much as a Payday problem.
Yeah. Speaking of maybe a Steam problem, maybe a Payday problem, fucking initial installation and download. Holy crap, was that a problem for me? It was awful.
I forgot
Patching
that
is kind
was
of
a problem.
Took me like 2 days to download it.
Jesus.
And then it like wouldn't initialize, and so I had to like it was awful. I think that was partly Steam's fault, but partly like Payday's just sheer size.
Yeah, I think the size made it so it got interrupted. Like there might have been a power failure or some other kind of thing, and then Steam didn't know how to recover. I don't know what happened there because I've never experienced that before either, and I've been around the block with Steam.
I've been around.
Another thing.
What's up?
There's a story, I guess, that I haven't. I would have probably liked to known a little bit of the lore, because you guys would be like, oh, this person's helping us, this person's doing this. I'm like, I don't know, I'm just here to shoot guys and Camo.
Yeah, I've literally knew none of the lore either.
Yeah.
It feels like they added that.
So
Recently.
that is sort of a complaint I guess I do have about it, is that there is no when you go through the contract broker, there's no way to like look like what's the mission timeline to all this. Like it's kind of all sorted by alphabetical order and by contract giver, but not by like, oh, this happened then, and then this happened. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I had to go look online for that shit, and then eventually I just gave up. I was like, I'm just gonna go with contract giver. Because yeah, there is a story here. Also, they did this. I don't know how much they've been doing this recently, but they have integrated a lot of like random pop culture with this game, and they did for a while. They were releasing some like pretty high quality like short movies based around this game.
Yeah, those were pretty cool. I wish I would ever get into them to kind of experience what they had.
Yeah, like you
Like
know.
the, I remember playing it when they did the Hawks. It was at Hoxton break.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then that was like a big to do in the whole Payday world. And they integrated John Wick and
Fucking Tony Montana, man.
yeah. So I mean, I like that it kind of did that too. They did a lot of like joint stuff with other big releases as they were happening, like John Wick, Hardcore Henry.
Yeah. Fucking Jimmy,
And,
cocksuckers. Yeah.
so that was kind of cool.
Yeah. So
Being
yeah.
able to play characters
as
that you
far-
can see in other meet.
Oops, sorry, go ahead, Takaman.
So yeah, it was cool being able to play.
You're doing the thing. You're doing the thing.
Hold your button. Loud.
It is. It's all the way down. I'm also on my the wireless.
Oh,
Look,
God.
he's cutting it out.
He went back. He went back to the wireless. So yeah, as far
I'm only doing it because I don't want to sit in the chair in front of the giant ass TV.
so yeah, as far as like co-op games go, like it's sort of a this game's like I don't want to say quite like Left 4 Dead because Left 4 Dead is definitely like a staple, but it's sort of up there. It's
Yeah.
it's cheap, it's fun, it's 4-player, it's pretty depending on how you want to play it. Like we played fairly low stress. Like we did a couple 6-star stealth stuff, but
Staple. I'd say it's a staple game like Left 4 Dead.
Yeah?
I think. Yeah, I think it should be considered such because it's a co-op experience. It's all in PC based. Like you can make it as low difficulty as you want. Yeah, honestly, you can play single player with the bots and put it on the easiest setting and get just as much entertainment out of the game as what we did if you just like shoot 'em up style things.
See, I don't know. I wouldn't compare it to Left 4 Dead. Maybe staple isn't the right word. Maybe like one of the classics. Like Left 4 Dead changed the game, and I don't think that this is up there, but this is definitely a great game.
sure.
Like there are plenty of games that I really, really love that I don't think quite hold the same like prestige as Left 4 Dead.
Agreed. So, and this is totally anecdotal, but sort of going back to the gunplay, the sound as well, I think, is very well done, especially if you are high as fuck. I played this game one night for like 5 hours while totally baked, and it was like one of the best experiences of my life. I don't know what else to say. You just, with the minigun, just... It was just, I could feel it in my soul. So
Like
anyways,
flashbacks to Borderlands.
that's right, yeah. Just thought I would share that. Alright, cool. Well, thanks, guys. It's over now. We never have to talk about this game again.
Take it slow.